Hi, this is Judy Weintraub. Welcome to video 3. If you haven't watched videos 1 and 2, I recommend that you watch them. You can just click on the links below and it'll take you right to them. This video is on the writing phase. If you followed the steps that we covered in videos 1 and 2, you'll find it a lot easier to write your book. It's still daunting though when you first start to write your book. So we've got some more tips for you to make it even easier for you to get your book done. The first tip is to decide whether you're even the right person to be writing your book. Maybe you don't have the time, the interest, or the skill to write your book yourself, but you really want to get a book done. You could hire a ghostwriter to write your book for you. A ghostwriter will take a lot less time. The book will get done a lot quicker. It'll be a lot less of your time involved, but it will still be your content. The ghostwriter will interview you to get the content out of your head and onto the paper, and then your name will be on the book. It can be hard to find the right ghostwriter, so you can call SKILLBITES. We can provide a ghostwriter for you. Our second tip is if you've decided that you want to do the book yourself, maybe you want to speak your book instead of writing it. A lot of people find it a lot easier to speak than to write. And if you're one of these people, well, get out an iPhone or other recording device and start talking about the content that you want in your book. Then you can either transcribe that recording or you can work directly from it as you type out your book. Another way of speaking your book is to develop a set of questions and have somebody ask you those questions, just like an interview. If you've got an outline for your book, which we covered in video 2, then you can just develop a set of questions for each of the topics in your outline and have your interviewer go through that list. It'll make a lot easier for you to get your book done. Our third tip is on getting going with the writing. You don't have to start with the introduction. In fact, that's probably the hardest part of writing the book, is getting the introduction done. So pick an area in your outline that is going to be a lot more comfortable for you to write on. You don't have to go in order. Or you can start with some of the front material, the acknowledgments or the dedication, or maybe your author bio or resources that you want to recommend. If you can get going on these areas, it'll provide you some momentum to get going in your book. Now, I mentioned that the introduction is one of the hardest parts of writing your book. It's also one of the most important because that's where you really have to engage the reader. If the reader's not engaged in the introduction, they're probably not going to go on and read the rest of your book. So you want to make sure that your introduction is really powerful. The conclusion is another really important part of your book. Not only are you looking to summarize what you've covered in your book, but you want the reader to take some action. So you want to have a call to action somewhere in your conclusion. We can help you come up with different calls to action that are going to motivate your reader to take action and hopefully to get in touch with you for some follow-up. Now, in our workshop called Book It, we have a lot more tips that we can provide you on the writing phase as well as the other two phases, building the foundation and pre-writing preparation. If you've been procrastinating with getting your book done, or maybe you've started your book but you've gotten stuck along the way, or you keep going in other directions, you're not sure what topic to write on, take a look at our Book It course. I think you'll find it really helpful to help you get your book written as quickly and easily as possible. Just click on the button below to sign up. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I look forward to having you join me in the Book It course.